San Antonio Spurs. 6-1. At the point, number 15, Cameron Payne. 6-8. Starting it forward, number 10, DIMING.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sidelines. Look at the 76ers starting group. We've got Joel Embiid. He out there with Harris. Then it's Harden. And it's Maxey in at the two-guard spot. And for the Spurs, Wembanyama is the center with Sohan next to him. The cell in the wing along with Johnson. And it's Payne in at the point guard. And in the NBA, Richard, the front court positions more than any other, evolving quite a bit in recent years.
Yeah, more versatility is required now than ever before. And both of these teams are loaded with talent in their front court. This should be an exciting watch.
Now here's Payne. Here's Vassell. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Some solid defense from Maxey. Passes to P. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. RJ, the thing about James Harden, whatever your team needs, he can provide at a very high level.
Yeah, beyond the scoring and the passing, if you need 10-plus boards, he can do that for you also. Steals, the man lives in the passing lanes. Each night, he makes an impact in a different way.
Throw good, James Harden. Richard, the year before you entered the league in 2001, the Sixers made the NBA Finals and haven't since.
Yeah, I just love watching Allen Iverson that season. Won the MVP, averaged 31 points per game, almost 20 more points than any of his teammates. He was the offensive firepower every single night.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And with Tim Duncan and David Robinson, Greg, the legendary Spurs big man of days gone by, does that, do you think, add pressure for Victor Wembanyama?
Maybe a bit, but he also has the resources of the same great organization behind him. That's what'll help.
Man, you look at the hype surrounding Wembanyama, Greg, it's unreal.
One of the best prospect profiles really since LeBron. Almost unfair to try and live up to the expectations, but he's got the tools to be one of the best to ever play.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. You know, here we are, Greg, looking at Victor Wembanyama. I mean, can he get any taller? Wow.
Well, he's already 7'4", Kevin. But yes, what's amazing is that I still think he's grown, which is scary for the rest of the league.
And once the team to beat in the West, Greg, San Antonio is trying to get back to that level.
Well, they have a great organization, top to bottom. They're smart and battle-tested. I believe these guys will find a way.
And the rejection by Wembanyama. Up to Payne. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Here's Wembanyama. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
And if they can keep that same physicality, you have to think they'll be in a good position to grab another win here.
So it's the Spurs now. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Wembanyama passes to Sohan. Some solid defense from Maxey.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Johnson and the slam dunk by Johnson.
Oh, how about the vision by Wembanyama there? Always looking to get teammates involved.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Here's P. Really played well against Memphis in his last outing. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Maxey passes to P. Good defense by Wembanyama.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
Payne passes to Wembanyama. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's P. Good defense by Wembanyama.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Johnson banked in off the glass.
So aggressive on the board, working in Johnson's favor there, getting him a bucket.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Even with all that noise, when they had the ball, it never rattled them. Their offense was in tune like it was a home game.
Taking a look here at some of the numbers for James Harden. Here's Maxey. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Payne passes to Sohan. It's deflected. Harris with it. Now guarded by Payne, and the shot goes in.
Defense comes at Harris hard inside, but he is physical right back. If you hit first, it hurts less.
Wembanyama outside. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Trying to get open is Johnson. Second chance shot. And Wembanyama with the nice bucket inside.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
Here's P. Here's Embiid. And they convert at last on attempt number 3.
The reach of Embiid with his size and wingspan, he's a real threat on the offensive glass.
Payne passes to Sohan. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. Now let's take a moment to check out our race for Rookie of the Year. Here are some of the top young talents in the game who will be recognized as the best of the best. You look at Wembanyama. All season long, he's been getting it done for his team, and that's why he is sitting in that number 2 spot and making a strong case, guys, for number 1.
And at number 2, he still has an excellent chance to walk away with the hardware for Rookie of the Year.
He's got to make a little bit of a push here at the end of the season, but we know he can do it. He's already had a few runs this year where he has been unstoppable.
Now, here's Maxey. 9 points last game. Pass to Harden. Out to Harris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go with a 3. Maxey, no good. And San Antonio shooting a pretty distressing 27% here in the early minutes. Payne looking around. Here's Johnson. Got a piece of it. Tries to save it. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And it's Harden with the ball for the 76ers. And the pass to Pete. To the middle. Harden outside. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
The scoring instincts of James Harden are up there with the greatest in the game. He sees shots that other guys just wouldn't.
Now, here's Johnson. 14 points from him the last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans. Payne passes to Wembanyama. Now here's Payne. Tight defense on him. Just 4 to shoot. Vassell wide open. His three-pointers off the mark. The 76ers leading inside. And Maxey gets it to go on the assist from Tobias Harris.
As his career has gone on, the vision, let's say it's improved for Harris.
Now here's Payne, guarded by Harden. Embiid against Wembanyama. Here's Sohan. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one on Embiid. And as the season draws to a close, GA, we've got teams vying for playoff position. Only adding to the importance of each game now.
And for those teams, you have to have the right mentality. You can't treat these like normal regular season games. These are an extension of the playoffs.
Trey Jones is checked in for the Spurs. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Reedy's checked in for Embiid. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against San Antonio.
All stops the dunk there. The best outcome in a bad situation.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
And, Greg, while the Sixers have been effective time and again, they've been unable to get past the conference semifinals.
Where they bowed out in 5 of the last 6 years, but you go back, they haven't made it any further since Allen Iverson led them to the finals back in 01.
And now the first timeout called here for the Spurs.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
Get a chance to check out the seeding out east. 4 games left on the schedule here. Look at Philadelphia. They've continued to play strong basketball, if not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that #1 spot the whole way there.
And right now for the 76ers, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Even though some people doubted them, there are just as many people, if not more, who believed in this team from the very beginning. And it's pretty clear right now who was right.
Now here's Harden. He's another guy who had a stellar performance in the win against Memphis. He gets it in there. That's 7 points for P.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Now Jones. He's coming off a 10-point game against New Orleans.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
3rd team foul.
The Spurs shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Wembanyama.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And some changes here for the 76ers. Harrell, he's checked in for P. P.J. Tucker comes in for Harris. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Maxey. Spurs trail by 6. The forwards for him, Johnson and Sohan. Cameron Payne is out there with Devin Vassell. And it's Wembanyama in at center. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Here's Maxey. Goes back up. Embiid is just too strong inside.
No slowing Embiid down. He powers right past the contact.
And here is Vassell. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off him.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, he, in the last game against the Grizzlies, was terrific. He ended up with 43 points, and his passing was incredible with all of those assists. Those were video game numbers he put up in that last game. Boy, it had the league abuzz. We'll see what he's got in store tonight. Kevin?
David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Here's Wembanyama. After the made shot from P, Wembanyama passes to Payne. Spurs passing it around. Shot clock at 5. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 6 rebounds in the game. Embiid throws it down.
Get out of that man's way. Embiid throwing down that power finish.
Stolen by Harden. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Harden.
Assist goes to
Harden's got 4 assists in the game. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for San Antonio. Down by 12. Up next for him, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him. Drops in the tray. Johnson's got 7.
And Johnson is still honing this part of his game, but this is an encouraging sign.
RJ at 6'5", Keldon Johnson plays bigger than his listed height, don't you think?
Yeah, Kev, not only does he play bigger, but he's stronger than he looks and is willing to throw that weight around. He has shown himself capable of playing the 3 or even the small ball 4 if you need him.
Pass to Wembanyama. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Clock at 4. Here's Sohan. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Sohan's got 4 points this quarter. Harris outside. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played, to the inside. And it's blocked. Tries again, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
A moment here to see the stats for Payne. How the second half of the season has shaped up for him. He's putting up about 12 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you look at his huge role in their offense, a major contributor as far as putting up points.
He's just a natural scorer and someone this offense leans on to help shoulder the load and lead the charge. Well, okay, well, I like his aggressiveness, but, like, the defense was waiting on him that time.
Maxey passes to Pete. He kicks it to Embiid. And the rejection by Wembanyama! Here's Johnson, and some very quick points for him on that possession. 9 points in the game so far.
Most guys kind of avoid that mid-range, but credit to Johnson for not passing up a good opportunity.
Count the basket. 11 points for P.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Vassell with it. No scoring in this one. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. RJ, after dealing DeJounte Murray away in the summer of 2022, the Spurs are intent, it seems, on rebuilding.
Well, they did it right. And with the selection of Victor Wembanyama, the foundation may be in place for another run.
checked in. And now a look at the teams that have shot the ball the best over the course of the last month. The 76ers, number 1.
This is not a team you want to face right now. They are locked in on the offensive end.
Embiid against Wembanyama. Here's Johnson. That one's not going to go. Nice D from P.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
He was just too focused on the hoop. I'm not even sure Maxey felt the defender.
Spurs trail by 9. Now here's Payne. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
On the wing, Harris. Down low, here's P. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Capable of playing either guard position. Harden's sent for when his teammates are open is ridiculous.
The Spurs have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Vassell. He has yet to score. They get the rebound. Wembanyama. It's blocked. Harris passes to P. To the paint. Here's Embiid. Embiid!
Assisted by.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
And a moment here to check out the numbers for Victor Wembanyama. And he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And you aren't top 3 in blocks unless you're committed to dominating in that category. His awareness and hustle is off the charts. Very impressive. Now, Vassell. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Over Maxey. And the basket by Vassell.
You see the improvement in Vassell's jump shot, looking more and more confident now.
Passes it to P. The feed now to Embiid. Embiid is a monster in the lane. Wow.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Vassell against Harris. And the basket by Vassell.
More Vassell scores inside, the more it frees up his mid-range game. That is essential to his success.
And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Ingles. Here's Johnson. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots. The 76ers leading by 9. P passes to Embiid. Over Wembanyama. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Ingles trying to get open. Snatched up. The second chance effort. Wembanyama, no good.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
P passes to Embiid. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Keldon Johnson.
It's tough to find things to not love about Embiid's game. It's so complete. He's a true two-way player who is a nightmare you have to deal with on both ends.
First free throw is good. RJ, I've got a hypothetical for you. If we did a fantasy draft and you had the first overall pick, who would you take?
I'm going to be honest. Right now, I'm going to have to probably say Jokic, just because there's no defense that has been created that can stop his offensive game. So ultimately, it doesn't matter how good of a defender he is. But second, I'm still going with Brown.
And Embiid drops them both.
And Richard, with Joel Embiid, his combination of physical dominance and skill It's almost unfair.
Yeah, he's a 300-pound guy with the agility of a wing. That is not fun to guard. He can bully you or beat you with finesse. There's really no weakness in his game, Greg.
Now here's Jones. After the miss from Joel Embiid. To the inside. Ingles can't get it to go.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoided fouling, and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Devin Vassell knows where his bread is buttered. He said, I want to excel at the defensive end. When I was at Florida State, you're not going to play if you don't play defense. That stuck with me. You can't control makes and misses, but you can control what you do on the defensive end. Kevin?
Oh, David, I like that mentality. Good for him. Hey, thanks for that story. And it's time for an injury report.
Well, guys, I was able to catch up with the Spurs head athletic trainer. He's got an injury to his elbow, specifically his elbow joint, and it looks like it's a pinched nerve. And this is a huge blow. This wasn't the best roster in the NBA coming into the season. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
Spurs trail by 13. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure. I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's P. He's got 13. Here's Embiid. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for San Antonio. Then for the 76ers, Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Paul Reed comes in for P, and it's Patrick Beverley in for James Harden. A big-time effort for Joel Embiid, providing a lot of energy for the 76ers. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. Right back after this break. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
But I don't think that that's the most important thing to him. Sure, putting up big numbers doesn't hurt, but he's all about getting the win over everything else.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Maxey out there with Harden. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's P in at the 4 spot. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip. Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. All free throws good from P. So it's the Spurs now. 19-point game. Pass to Payne. Here's Sohan. P grabs the miss. P's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
He's a small guy with big hops. Maxey goes up high for that finish.
And here is Vassell. Kane with it. The pass to Sohan. Wembanyama with it. That shot off. Vassell against Maxey. Good. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Heads up on the money pass by Maxey. Great vision.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. Here's a quick check of the rookie leaderboard with the free throw percentage leaders since the All-Star break. And you look at P, the best in the NBA. You put him on the line and it's nearly automatic. And, of course, Victor Wembanyama.
No question, it's been a terrific second half for both of them at the line. I mean, not showing any nerves when it comes time to put up a couple points.
Johnson finds Payne. Lobbed up there for Johnson. And again, San Antonio turns it over.
And how about the numbers here for Harden? 4th in assists. And he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And as you said, dropping dimes at a top 5 pace. He's in total command of his team. They look to him for leadership, and he does not disappoint. Here's P. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Out of bounds, it'll be 76ers ball.
Philadelphia ball.
A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for James Harden.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And the wingspan of Wembanyama, massive. He's fantastic at using it to erase shots.
Vassell, the pass to Sohan. Another shot. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's P. Rebound by Sohan. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Embiid with the steal. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Yeah, we can see over here. The coach, he has some choice words for his team. Words we cannot repeat.
For San Antonio, they've gone 0-4 from the field in the second half, yet to find the mark. Here's Wembanyama. Rebound by the 76ers.
They are losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
He blocks it again, and that's 9 blocks.
You know he's going to be coming hard for that 10th, too.
Trying to get something going. Vassell, no good.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Here's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
Assist
The offensive arsenal of Embiid is phenomenal. He's capable of scoring in a multitude of ways.
And when you look at the moves that Embiid has in the mid-range, he moves like a guard out there.
He studies film of Kobe and Jordan. Look, it shows up when you watch his footwork. It's amazing to see someone his size move so fluid.
Now, here's Vassell. That one goes in.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Philadelphia.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
First.
And that one falls for Vassell.
It's his work ethic that Devin Vassell has earned the trust of his teammates, and it shows on the court. He's become a more aggressive and confident player. Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Here's Johnson. Great D that time from P.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
And San Antonio has possession after the miss from Tyrese Maxey. Johnson, the pass to Payne. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go from 11. Rejected by Harris.
Look at Harris getting it done on the defensive end. That's a good sign for this team.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
On the wing, Harris. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. Harden dishes to Embiid. And here's Harris from the arc. Oh, my! He'll go to the line with a chance for a 4-point play. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
At the line for the 76ers.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
These guys have been hitting the offensive boards hard throughout this whole game. Great job converting the extra opportunities.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
The free throw off from Harris.
A good percentage from here. Harris over 80% for his career.
Here's Sohan. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after him.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Harden gets the bucket.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
And I don't care what anybody says. You can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some changes.
Wembanyama goes up again. He takes it up and lays it in. Wembanyama has got 14 points for the game.
And we talk often about Wembanyama's insane lift. There, we see it on the offensive glass.
To the wing on the left, inside. That one is good from Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 22 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Payne can't hit. 76ers have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Harden. That one rolling around and rims out.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Vassell, the pass to Payne. Back to Vassell. From 11 feet away, and it's James Harden with the rebound. Harden's got 4 rebounds in this game. Harris, good.
Tobias Harris.
He's got 9.
Look, just great concentration there from Harris. We're talking about a 10-year-plus vet. Contact, that's not going to bother Tobias.
Now, here's Johnson. 11 points in the game. Wembanyama passes to Payne. Just 5 to shoot. Puts one up from 19. Unable to get that one. Good work defensively by Harden.
This is hard to watch. You might want to put the kids to bed. This man still has not hit a shot this quarter.
To the middle. Second shot opportunity. P passes to Embiid. 76ers moving the ball around. Fades. Again, Philadelphia.
In the mid-range, Embiid is pretty confident. He goes right up and drains that jump shot with ease.
San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Sohan. 6 points for him. Here's Payne. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
He's just basically a body out there right now, nothing else. The team is struggling, and he hasn't been able to help them out at all.
Now, here's Maxey. He's got 6. Here's Harden on the wing. Shoots over Payne. And Embiid throws it down.
So much strength from Embiid. It would take a special defender to slow him down.
Now here's Johnson. 11 points in the game. Pass to Payne. Passes it to Wembanyama. Johnson kicks to Payne. 6 to shoot. To halt the run. A new 14-second shot clock for San Antonio.
The timing on the rejection, Embiid's feel for when to go after blocks is ridiculous.
San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Wembanyama, no good.
And he got a couple to fall from long distance in the first half, but still looking for that number 3.
Here's P. He's got 17. Here's Harden on the wing. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
This is Harden's mindset. Consistent at attacking and looking to shoot off the catch.
Spurs shooting a terrible 27% from the floor. Boy, an off night for them to say the least. Johnson, the pass to Wembanyama. Back to Johnson. Over Harris. And there's Johnson. That's good. On the assist by Wembanyama. Johnson's got 13.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
1:52 left here in the third quarter. Down low. Here's P. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. And that's now 19 points for P.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
And that 82% free throw percentage this season must have him feeling pretty good about himself at the line.
The first free throw is good. Some changes for Philadelphia. Paul Reed's checked in for Embiid. DeAnthony Melton comes in for Maxey. And it's Patrick Beverley in for James Harden. And so he makes both from the line. And so Beverley will bring it up for the 76ers. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Assisted.
Harris has got 9 points now in just the second half. San Antonio's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. The NBA, of course, is so loaded it's not easy to come out on top. Joel Embiid said, for us to be able to win, we need to try to be perfect. I need to play at the highest level possible. Our shooters and defense have to do their job. It's tough, but it's fun. I guess you have to enjoy the journey as well, Kevin.
Yep, the journey, right, David, is the reward. That's for sure. Dave, thanks. Here's Wembanyama. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. Brenham misses from close range.
Even though it wasn't a clear path, he knows that that's a shot he should make more oftentimes than not.
P, no good. The Spurs shooting a terrible 27% from the floor. Boy, an off night for them to say the least. Stolen by Beverly. Harris kicks to Melton. Pass to P. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And obviously his last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Now Jones comes up empty down low. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. 76ers on top, running away with this one.
101.
And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Here's Ingles. Trey Jones out there with Joe Ingles. Then there's Reggie Bullock, and it's Bassey in at the 5. That's the San Antonio 5. Here's Jones. Back to Ingles. Jones against Beverly. Jones, no luck. Philadelphia has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Kept alive. Second chance shot. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And there's the call. San Antonio the foul.
First team foul. At the line for the 76ers, P.J. Tucker. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. Richard, what's an unseen skill that P.J. Tucker possesses, one that might normally go unnoticed?
That's a good question, Kev. I think it's his communication. Tucker is a big talker on the floor. He's sharing information, alerting his teammates. It's an underrated skill of leadership.
The Spurs making a switch here. Wesley's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. Well, we know, Richard, you've made your stance on shortening the NBA season very clear. Are you still opposed to the idea?
I am so opposed to it. When you think about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Will Chamberlain, Bill Russell, you think about the travel that these guys had to do, and they still played 82 games. They weren't sitting in first-class seats. And now, fast forward 40, 50 years, players can't do that or they want to shorten the game. I'm sorry. Stick with the history.
Substitution on the court.
Now the pass to P. Covered by Johnson. Pass to Beverly. Here's P. It's Beverly on the wing.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, but when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.